for 2. Hey, we're live. Welcome to our afternoon Build a Bristle-Bot session. I'm Josh, and to my right over here is there's Pete, our producer and helper out this afternoon. So today we're going to be making a Bristle-Bot, which are a really fun little STEM activity for kids of all ages and adults of all ages as well. We've been doing these for years, and we actually have lesson plans and directions and home activities. So if you've got children stuck at home because of worldwide pandemics, you can make these little guys up. We're going to show you how to make one today, the kits that we have, the parts that we have, and we also have a 20% off coupon, which we'll throw up at the end of the live stream. So stick around to that. It should be about 10 minutes for this whole thing. But also, I want to make sure we plug tomorrow's activity, because Pete, to my right over here, is going to be doing this cool on-air papercraft thing, which might not look great with all these studio lights on, but it's a little on-air sign to show off if you're doing a live stream or home recording, or you just want to make something fun. But this is an easy project to put lots of different signs on here. You can do lots of fun switches. And Pete, would you switch to our close-up view as well?
Our close-up view.
Close-up view.
There, yeah.
Also, we just got in the other day, which I wanted to show off. These are our, let me get in the right spot there. Got some new Crazy Circuits components in. These are our Lego-compatible parts that pop onto Lego. We have some cool NeoPixel parts that just showed up, a whole bunch of them, and potentiometer parts. So those are going to be up on the website this afternoon, if I have time, or tomorrow morning. But those just came in from the factory, and they look freaking fantastic. We've been using prototype version of these to do some different projects for a while, but we're really happy to have the final nice-looking colored PCB version. So we're going to slide those off to the side, and we're going to get started making Bristle-Bots today. Yay, Bristle-Bots! So let's get the top-down view going. There we go. So our Bristle-Bots come in a couple different varieties here. We got single pack, a 4-pack, and a 10-pack. We also have a 25-pack for teachers or librarians or after-school programs, scouts, 4-H, bar mitzvahs, you name it. You can do any of those fun things. But for our little coupon today, we'll be doing the 4 and the single pack. So inside of these, we have lots of different parts and components. I'm going to pop open my single one here. And so we'll go through those parts. So in here we have our custom toothbrush head that we actually manufacture ourselves. This is a little injection molded fun toothbrush head because cutting the heads off of toothbrushes is really annoying. We have our little coin cell battery, a vibrating motor that we get specially made for ourselves for this project. This is what makes things move around. Our industrial foam tape, our pipe cleaners for stability, and some self-sticking googly eyes because they're really fun and they're just fun to stick on things. Pro tip, if you take a pocket full of googly eyes to a movie theater, which you can't right now, it's really fun to stick googly eyes onto movie posters at movie theaters. Makes them look way more interesting for the next person that walks by. A little Tom Cruise with googly eyes is a double take for people. But let's get down to making a Bristle-Bot today. So usually we have little tiny direction cards in our kits like this. This is for our singles. We have a bigger direction card like this in our 10-pack and 25-pack. And on our website we also have printable directions, videos, step-by-step guide, all the lesson plans and activity packages for kids as well. But we have these little direction cards as a quick guide in there. So first off, you take your toothbrush and you take your foam tape. You peel this little guy off and you stick your foam tape on here. Now this is really nice foam tape we're using. We get industrial foam tape for this project. It'll stick to anything and not come off, which is good and bad. The nice part is it'll stick onto here really well. The bad part is it'll stick onto walls and cats and your friends and have a really hard time coming off, so don't put them on anything you don't want to have it on. So we take this and we take our little vibrating motor like so, and we're just going to put this on the end, just so that the vibrating motor spinning part, the shaft with the offset weight on there, is not in the tape or hitting our toothbrush head there. And next we take one of the wires, doesn't matter which one, and we're just going to put it kind of towards the front and lay it on top of that foam tape. Whoops. Like so. And we're going to put our battery on top of that once I get this battery out of the little protective case. And we're just going to lay that on top to make a little, basically, wire sandwich. And there we go. just lay that on top. We want the negative side down just because it's easier. Let's place it on top. The foam tape will keep everything in place. And then you can also do a quick test. You can see, does this spin? And it does. It totally spins. We're literally 2/3 of the way there. Next, for stability, we're going to take a pipe cleaner and we're going to stick it between the bristles on the middle. Now, this is our custom toothbrush head, as I mentioned before. We actually have a gap in the bristles so that we can put a pipe cleaner or other things through there. The stability is nice. It won't fall over, but also it allows you to change the balance and the weight on top of the Bristle-Bot. Changing the weight and the balance changes the personality. So you can have a whole bunch of kids making up a bunch of different Bristle-Bots, and they all will act differently based on how they're put together. I can hear in the background somebody's not answering the office phone. So that's good. I hope they leave a message. We'll blame Andy on that one.
Yeah.
If you're not here, Andy's the guy we blame for everything, and he's actually in the other room. So we'll save this piece of tape for later. I'm a little ahead of myself. Once this is there, this is pretty much done. We're going to add some googly eyes in here because we're not at a movie theater. And these are little self-sticking googly eyes. Just need some fingernails to get these off. Which is by far one of the biggest complaints we have about our Bristle-Bots, that the self-sticking backing, or getting the backing off our self-sticking eyes is difficult for small children. So that's the number one complaint we have, are the googly eyes in this project. Pete, you made one yesterday. Any building tips from when you made yours yesterday?
Just take your time, make sure you follow each step of the instructions, and have a good time while you're learning.
Oh, we do have directions in both English and Espanol, so you can try your hand at Spanish if you want.
Sí.
It's muy bueno. Our Spanish here is pretty bad. But then once you have this all together, there you go. We can use a piece of tape or a sticker or whatnot to keep this second wire down. I'm putting way too big a piece of tape on here. If you do it right, you can get the wire to stay on its own. But once it's done, you can put it down and it'll just do its thing. And this guy's just spinning in place. Should we go to the close-up cam, Pete?
Close-up cam.
Close-up cam! Woo! There we go, close-up cam.
Yeah.
And actually with the googly eyes on there, wait, hold on a second here. We're going to... Wonderful sound effect.
Wow.
I know, it's fantastic to do with the toothbrush head. So there's our Bristle-Bot in fun colors, and we can adjust these pipe cleaners to do different things and get it to move around a bit. So we'll switch back to our overhead view. Ooh.
Wow.
And then we can take our Bristle-Bot that we made at the 12 o'clock live stream, and we can make this one have fight scenes a la West Side Story. They're dance fight scenes.
Yeah. That one's going to get dizzy, going in circles.
Well, I mean, you've seen the West Side Story.
Yeah, there's a lot of spinning around.
There is. There's a lot of dancing, and there's always those people in the background just stretching.
Whoa!
There they go. So these are the Bristle-Bots. Now, again, you can change. The pipe cleaners can have other things on top. I like to use like Q-tips or nails or toothpicks, and you can then change the balance of how they move. Our activities and lesson plans revolve around modifying the Bristle-Bots so that you try to get them to do different things. Try to make them stay in a circle or go in a straight line. All things that are rather difficult to do, but it's the trial and error, planning things out, documenting things that is really helpful, especially for younger kids just starting out with engineering and science and STEM activities. But it builds those nice record-keeping skills, but again, in a way that is fun and easy and is a lot of play as well as doing science activities with these guys. So these are Bristle-Bots. Honestly, they're pretty much foolproof when it comes to kids. We recommend ages 10 and up for classroom use just because of the small parts and the batteries involved. For home use, you know your kids best, you know what they can do, but there's a little dexterity involved, a little bit of fine motor skill. But if it's you and one or two kids at a kitchen table is way different than me or somebody else in a classroom with 30 kids. But definitely keep the battery away from mouths and pets and anything, you don't want to have those be swallowed. So those are the Bristle-Bots. Do we have any questions on our live stream today? We had a bunch of questions earlier.
I have questions. How do you make it go in a straight line? Is that possible?
It is, but it's really difficult to do.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of sometimes dumb luck when kids do it and it works the first time on them. Because this is a rotational force, it's always going to either list right or left when you're building this. So it's going to just naturally go one way or the other no matter how you make it. If it spins in a crazy circle or kind of even go straight. It'll still go one way or the other. You can't change that. But you can like offset the weight on the pipe cleaners or other things to one side to try to get it to kind of fight against that a bit. One of the activities we've had kids do in classrooms is to use blue painter's tape. And you then lay out a couple of lines on a floor or table and try to see if they can go the 1 to 2 feet in a straight line. Another fun activity, which I didn't mention in the last live stream, is if you take a folding table and you prop it up on one end, so it's at an angle, like people can't see because I'm looking at the wrong camera, and then you could use the really wide blue painter's tape, like the super wide stuff. If you fold it over onto itself, so you get like a wall of non-stickiness with a little bit on the bottom, you can make walls. And you just put that on that folding table, and you can basically make a Bristle-Bot maze. And since it's got a downward slant on it, it'll just naturally go downhill. It's a really easy way for the kids to make a maze, but also it's really easy to clean up because it's just blue painter's tape. You can buy a big old roll from Home Depot. Not sponsored by Home Depot, but if they want to sponsor us, they totally can. Big roll for hardly $5, but it's good stuff. Oh, we're back to this camera again. Need like a little monitor on this.
A lot of hand motions.
A lot of hand motions going on here.
How do you prevent them from going off the table?
Ruler. I like to use rulers. Meter sticks or yardsticks work good for a table in a classroom especially, because we probably have a few of those around, or on the floor. Those are fun. So these are the Bristle-Bots. We've got our, I'm going to hold these up, our 4 and our 10 packs and our singles. The 4-pack and singles. Pete, you want to throw up that coupon code?
I sure do.
Yay, coupon code. Good through Sunday. Yay, Sunday coupon code. So it's 20% off a Bristle-Bot 4-pack or single off our website if you want to use that. It'll be there through Sunday just because why not? But that's just the BB Live. So just use that when you check out. Life will be good for everybody. And those are Bristle-Bots. They're easy, they're fun, they're high interest. And we've got activities that are curriculum aligned, standards aligned on our website. And they're just a massive crowd pleaser for everybody. You can't go wrong with a Bristle-Bot. Yeah. Anything to add, Pete, before we sign off, since no one's commenting on this live stream?
No. We've got some viewers, but I guess it's afternoon. They're a little tired.
I even had the coffee this morning. So. Bristle-Bots.
I don't know.
So, and tomorrow we'll be doing the on-air paper craft using our nylon conductive maker tape, which is pretty cool stuff. And next week we hopefully can drag in some of our friends at other educational companies to show off some stuff. We actually need one of these back here on our wonderful brick wall we've somehow built with all the masonry skills we have since we're stuck inside. But we'll be doing this hopefully once or twice a week, doing some live streaming, some projects, and throwing out some coupon codes if you want to try these things out on your own. Otherwise, all of our directions, resources, everything we have, they're free on our website. So go check them out for our paper crafts, our Bristle-Bots, our Lego-based circuitry things. But any questions, email us, let us know. But hey, thanks for watching. And we're going to end things by throwing that coupon code up again for a little bit.
All right.
And we're gonna be done. Oh, look, there is actually a comment. What did somebody say?
Neat.
Who's
John, somebody.
John, thanks for saying neat. Look, it works.
Neat.
I'm glad our software is seeing you. Oh, there's more.
There's a guy.
Is it Ben Nelson again?
He said he commented on YouTube, but it didn't come through.
Oh, I guess YouTube comments aren't happening.
We'll take a look at that.
Well, that's okay. Well, apparently YouTube comments aren't happening today. But anyway, we're going to end our feed, but that coupon's good through the end of the week here. And any other questions, let us know. But thanks a bunch for your watching us today. And Bristle-Bots, they're fun for everyone. So if we had play-out music, we'd play that play-out music now, but we don't. Yay! Well, thanks. Right. Well, anyway, bye.
Bye. Mute.